Hey, what's up, guys? Back from the deck profile here. Now, you guys saw my Saturday upload with the DDD Yubels. I've been testing. Me and Cody have been testing the mirror match of Yubels
and kissing.
Yeah, and making out. We should probably make out on stream or on camera. But yeah, so we're gonna. He's gonna go over his list. His list is almost max rarity. That matters to you guys, but. We were trying to figure out the interactions with the mirror match just because we wanted to play this deck for its longevity. Hopefully it's very good after the ban list at the end of August if they acknowledge it as well as they should.
Yeah, or communicate with us.
Yeah, or communicate, you know what I mean? So, and then, yeah, without further ado, let's get the War Beast on the horn and just get right on into it.
All right, so first off, I got to shout out to my boy Leo for hooking me up with all the
Shout
Europrint.
out to Leo, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's the connect.
Leo just has all the Europrint stuff that we have to need. If you guys see us with Europrint stuff, it's probably from him.
So we got the engravers, and you want to play 3 for consistency. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the card's broken. I know it's expensive, so like 1 minimum, 2 preferably, but 3, you know. Would be best, but
just
then,
makes you want to bust. Yeah,
bust on a common lorry.
Yeah, play the common.
And then I need a DT. I need a max DT.
I'm gonna bust.
Yeah, please no Drake. And then the 1 track. I see some people playing 2, which actually I don't disagree with. I really like this card.
Yeah, that card's very good.
Because you shuffle these guys back into the deck a lot, so 2 actually could probably come up in the grind.
There was also one game when Cody and I were playing where I drew tracked for turn.
Yeah,
and
which
it
is
just
rough.
Lost me the game.
Yeah, it's rough.
It wasn't good.
Unless you like Phantasme.
That lost me the game, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Then,
which we don't do.
No, absolutely not.
I think my dad just got this deal downstairs.
Yeah, dude. Or Harpoor.
Yeah, dude, Harpoor is a 3.
But yeah, so 1 minimum, 2 test it out if you have the room. This is 42 cards, so it's like kind of difficult to fit.
Yeah, I think mine was 43,
but and then so moving on to the Yubel stuff, you got the Thrones.
Yeah, Euro QCRs.
Sick. And then
QCR Terraform. Yep.
Yeah. Can't wait for this to get banned. But yeah, this card just does so much. It searches a bunch of stuff. Helps you play. Kind of a round draw a little bit. Obviously not this card, but those 3. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's really good.
Yeah.
And then onto the other part of the Yubel stuff. I play 2 Spirit. This card's really good. I want to play more, but the deck space is just stupid tight. So.
It's a little good against Tenpai if they're not playing the deck correctly.
Right. Right. And then this card should be a 3 of. It's broken. It's very good. Sometimes you can make boards where you leave it up on field with a Yubel. Offer up like a Muckracker or a Rage, and they just have 2 monster interrupts, which is kind of cool, and it does come up. And then 2 Grave Squirmer. This is like one of the best freaking extenders in the game.
Super rare.
Yeah, I'd be fine with a QCR or like ulti, something.
Get Leon on the horn.
Yeah, Leon, dude, make it happen. The Greek God. And then these 2 guys. They're just, honestly, they're good too. Even if you draw them, you can just sometimes just go into a Phantom right away, just to kind of insulate yourself against like Droll, what else, like the Charmies, if they don't shotgun
any of that
it.
Stuff, yeah. And
Valor or like
one of the things too, Muckracker with the voice crack. One thing we were talking about too was also if you open like Samsara or like one of the combo pieces, and you just open like the 2, like the X amount of bricks or whatever. You don't even feel bad about shuffling the 2 back for Phantom and then normal summoning because you're just like, if they don't have Imperm, you're just playing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's great. I just love this deck. I really hope it doesn't get hit on the list at all. So
I don't think it will.
Rack my brain around it even more. And then so moving on to like the Beckoning Beast stuff.
Yeah.
Play these. I was playing 2, but I just bumped it down to 1 for now.
Busted.
It's a 42 card deck. You can put the 3rd or the 2nd in for 43. That's totally fine. But I just, you want to open this card up. This card is broken because it's got 3 different effects. The first one obviously searches for these guys, and it's like fine if you open these up too because you can end up putting them back in for Phantom, which is just really cool synergy.
One thing we want to point out too is if you do get drolled, you can't legally activate this card at all. It can't even be face up on the board. So
has to attempt to search for reactivate it. It's got like a little secret effect too. If you have a level 10 guy on the board, you can add a continuous spell from your graveyard.
Yeah.
So like some cool stuff you can do. I
Talk
don't
about
play Beatrice.
Yeah, we don't play Beatrice because we just assume that card's gonna get banned, so we just don't. We didn't even entertain the idea. But yeah, you can tell
I was gonna side it and then side like power filter or side like
deck lockdown.
Deck lockdown. You know.
Yeah, you can send it with Beatrice, and then you go ahead. You can tell them.
Yeah, so you can just send it with Beatrice and then add it to your hand and then activate it. It's just
when you're done.
It's just so good, dude.
You end up for Rudris the whole nine.
Makes me want to bust.
Yeah, I'm going to absolutely bust.
Yeah, so it just, and obviously you can discard a card in special. And another cool thing you can do with this, as long as you have a legal target engraved, this does not target.
Yeah, which is insane.
So if you have a spirit in your hand or you search spirit, you can activate this with this engrave or, a guy to summon off this. And you can discard the spirit, special the spirit. So, like, it's just another little niche interaction that you need to be aware of when playing this. Shout out to the SP Matt.
Yeah, shout out.
And then one of my favorite engines of all time.
Yeah, Cody always loved Unchained, and I never really played Unchained, but he kind of put me onto this. Obviously, everyone knows that the Cauldron dude or whatever what's the name of this? Chamber. Yeah, it's just the Cauldron to me.
Yeah.
From Harry Potter, but
you're an American here.
Yeah, dude, it just makes you dodge the Dark Ruler or whatever. So
Yep, it's just super useful. If you have Desiree on board and they Dark Ruler you or they droplet and they don't pitch a trap, you can just chain this and then chain the Desiree to whatever they're trying to.
One thing too about the deck too is you don't have to specify the what's the Unchained dog, the blue dog that's a link.
Oh,
Rage. Rage, Rage. So you don't have to go specifically into SP. You can make Muckracker if you want to end on SP first. Mm-hmm. Which some people are just like racking their brains. Which we found out in testing. We tested a bunch of this deck and like we were racking our brains. And I was like, I just don't need to end on SP specifically.
Yeah.
You could just make Muckracker later by eating one of their guys with the Rage. So
yeah. So if you don't play the Muckracker, then your only legal target is SP. So you got to kind of be careful.
You have, and we learned that Muckracker is just.
Yeah, I think it's pretty necessary.
I think it is too.
Yeah. So starting off, starting off with the last piece of engine. Yeah. This has like 7 targets in the deck. Yeah. Pitch a monster, special summon, half of the deck.
Yeah, from hand too.
And something that's really cool is it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's not the same, but it's Samsara. It's the one that was
the OG.
Yeah, the OG Samsara, and I think the dude that's dead on the bottom is the Dark World Recruiter Scar. Yeah, the guy that was never played ever.
I just thought it was really cool doing that.
Yeah, we did that a lot and enjoyed that. We like the lore stuff, so
yeah. So starting off with non-engine. You could count this as engine because it's just so good.
Yeah,
all by the grave. Yeah, Euro. Yeah. But now this is the non-engine. I really like Talents' format because it just does so much for you. I mean, if you have a spirit up and they try to hand trap you,
outside of troll,
it just you can look at their hand and it just really limits them. On top of like taking an Appaloosa, taking a Caesar,
yeah, I talked about the Caesar thing with the Machine X, but also too, I think after the ban list, like this card will just become way better. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But
it just has a lot of potential.
Yeah, the card just makes me want to bust. So
every time I have it in my hand, I just feel really good.
Yeah, you want to bust?
Actually, you do. Yeah. And then the Bestial package I play. Is these 3. So I was playing 3 before. I was just playing these 3, and then our buddy Alex
Monlag. You guys have seen him probably a lot.
Yeah,
he's talked a lot of events and stuff.
Yeah, he was like, dude, you should play 2 more of these, and it's been really good so far. It clogged one time, but like other than that, I think I'm gonna keep it with this. But it's an easy cut one. Now you have 41 cards, or what have you.
There's just a lot this engine holds for that deck.
Yeah. And I don't play Nib, but Nib is really good with this too, because like, summoning this and then nibbing and then getting rid of the tokens, just a cool interaction.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about in my deck. In my list on Saturday was kind of like the that like list where like you could just make the huge tokening in Snake Eye, and then you don't even care if they don't, whatever. Like you can just swing into it with the Yubel and they're just dead. So Cody was going for more of the long route, which I agree with because it's just shits on Fiendsmith. So
yeah. Fiendsmith, and it's really good for Snake Eye too.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And it just puts body on board to go into Moon.
Off.
And it just, once you go into Moon with 2 of these, it just feels so good.
Yeah.
Some might say it's free real estate.
Yeah, dude. I might just SP Matt.
Yeah, or SP myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put Charmies. Sorry they're not QCR. I got this coming. But this card is really good. There was a point where I activated one, drew into it, played another one, because you can play a maximum of 2 of these, 2 Charmy cards.
Yeah.
Even though we only have 1 for now.
Yeah. So the one that's the Winged Beast.
Yeah.
That one's card. Yeah.
Then I have to play 3 Ash.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, you go on with this. I'm going to talk about this card in a second when you're done.
Yeah, you just draw a lot with it. It's just really good. It makes your opponent's hands like kind of awkward sometimes. I mean, sometimes you're going to not really get a bunch of draws with it, but it helps you see your other cards. So
yeah, one of the things about it too was I'm waiting for him to buy QCR so I can get these off of him. We were talking about this card, and that's why I played Droll and he played this just to see how it was.
Yeah.
Droll was.
It's pretty impactful.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty good.
It was kind of funny because I activated this, and then he drolled me the next turn, and like 5 of the cards I drew
were just all search.
Were all search cards, and I was like, wow, that's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's been really good otherwise.
Yeah, and also the Phantom like protecting the Droll from resolving is kind of gross.
Yeah. And then the other non-ninja is just 3 imperms. Yeah. This card's pretty mandatory because it just shuts off Apo and half the other stuff.
Yeah, and I would have been playing it on my Saturday list if I didn't play Nib or cards like that that stuck on the board first. But correct.
And then for the extra deck,
not that matters, but
these are pretty mandatory. You got the Unchained stuff, and then the SP.
Yeah, the QCR Europrint one. Yep.
Yeah, I love these cards. Unchained stuff is just some of my favorite cards printed in the past. I don't even know how many years. This card's probably my favorite card since like
SP.
Dragon Rulers or something. I don't know, dude. I just love this card.
Free the rulers.
Yeah. Free them till I see them.
Yeah. Till it's backwards.
Yeah. And then shout out to Sonny for swapping me with the one he pulled.
Dude, shout out to Cody. So, fuck me. I mean, he swapped the one that I pulled. He swapped me one of the Europrint ones for the one that QCR that I pulled. So
I just thought it's kind of cool to have like this from the one he pulled, and then I still have a Europrint one. So like. Because you summon both of these, and half the time you summon them in the same turn. Yeah. Which sucks to do because you want to burn through it, but like.
I wish there was room for 3.
Yeah. Yeah. And then some of your like more generic cards are the Muckracker, which is obviously very good. Yeah. Apo, which.
We're undecided on this. This is kind of almost like a win more. This almost feels like you have to have it just to get rid of the fucking other shit. Yeah. Some of the time, so
going
not
uninterrupted.
All the time, some of the time.
Some of the time, and then switch to Lorcana.
Yeah.
And then
jokingly better price support.
Yeah, better not.
Sick.
And then the
QCR. That card's fucking disgusting.
These cards are just so good. This has 3 effects, and they're all good. So kind of important.
That is just Abomination, though.
It's
just an easier to make Abomination.
It is.
Which I wish we had room for Abomination and Anguish too, but we don't. So
yeah, after this deck gets slaughtered, I'll probably have room.
I'll probably just quit. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Jokingly.
And then the Moon. Obviously, everybody's playing it. If you don't, you're playing yourself.
Yeah.
And then the Requiem to go into Fiends.
Dude, I know you guys can't. Oh yeah, brother, the cream will rise. I know you guys can't tell on camera, but this is probably the hottest QCR I've ever seen. The Europrint one.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's just way to get Leon on the horn. Yeah.
And then the Fiendsmith sequence.
Yep.
Which goes into all the fusions. So slide those down.
Yeah.
And then this.
Yeah, you can talk about these. I'm going to talk about them too.
So you don't have to play this card.
You don't.
I like it just for now because it dumps your Yubel stuff to bridge you into that. But it's not 100% necessary. I'm just testing it right now. So far, I think it's going to stay, but that could change.
I think it would too. And also, when we were testing too, like that combo with the or however we made it with the Desiree with both of the equips, was just insane.
Yeah,
so,
you can just get these with those 2 on it. It's
if you can stick both, then you're gold. So
you
you're
might
gold
actually
pony
bust.
boy. Yeah, you might actually bust on a dude. So
just get that spit off that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I'm just no.
Oh,
You're
okay.
good.
I was gonna say I didn't spit it.
And I play this guy.
Yeah,
He's really good.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
What'd you say?
Ben and a half.
Yeah, Ben and that. Yeah, sick. Doing the trash.
Yeah. Go to this Ohio State Fair. Shout out, John.
Yeah, shout out, John. Miss you, John. And then, yep. So just that dude, and yep, that's the profile.
I think. How many times did you summon Highway King?
Maybe once.
Yeah. And we played for hours. Like it was like.
Yeah. He's not 100% necessary.
Yeah.
You can side him.
Yeah.
Some decks he's very good against.
Yeah,
so
like
bring him
when
in.
you crush the fucking Fiendsmith stuff into another deck, that's when he becomes necessary.
Yeah.
A necessary evil.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, I will bust.
But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. It's a very fun deck. It's very challenging to play, at least for a guy like me.
Yeah, me too. Brother, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Anything else you got to say?
I just hope you guys enjoy the deck. Have fun.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Cheers.